Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Look, squeeze.
Switch gears.
Go. Speed grip.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Second and goal from the 1.
Recon, 132 snap.
Try to pound it in with Washington. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24 times.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Protein spill.
56. Too little, cut. 56.
Now Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. The 40. 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
56. All day. All day. Check 23.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Lefty.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Greystone travel.
56 is the mic. I got you. I got you.
Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Stop. Let's go. Show it up. Show it up.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Watch twist. Check Nick up.
Ready, go.
Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
65. Check safety. No. Off. 6 guys.
Look at me. Door. And hit it.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
80 weapon.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is Cook with a grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
For the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. Back.
56. Got you. I got you, son.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. But I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Throwing on third and long. Barrett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Washington gets it going right. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
Done. 180.
Check, 47. Guys, it's game situation.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 120.
Watch the curl.
Hey, Ford Tokyo. Hey, Orbit. Hey, Lou.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. Wild Bill.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Wide, get wide.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, exit. 56.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Eagles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here we go, back. 120.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 24. Black, come on. 357. Run. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing his Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go with a fullback line, and it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz now to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. This short throw caught by Goddard. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Let's go.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Here we go, G. Anxious.
Now Wentz. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Eagles.
Mike 54 in the face.
Nine yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Go. Ready? Hey, rip on two. Come here.
Right there.
On 2nd and 1. Wentz. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Hey, Lobo. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Barrett. And he fends him off. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Wentz to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Break it. 20.
54 Mike. That's what I do.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Barrett on play action. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Barrett dancing to him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Barrett. And that is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and short. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And Ginn's got it. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 49 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Let's go, D.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From New Orleans,